season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will put total leather and will get started. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Washington's offense will take the field first. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Quick completion on the out. At the 35, he's open. Out across the 45, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Give to the fullback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. The Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like them, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Broncos offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
From the gun, the ground game. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Unloads quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Offense, quick tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The hand to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. brought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Off and running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boise State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Broncos in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll run the sneak for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And the margin remains after the miss. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Pulls and fires complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He's moving out of the pocket. On the move at the 30. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a middle. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Soft spot in the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession.
There he goes. 10. Touchdown Broncos. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisiana showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard.
Pulls it in. It's Harris.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Huskies. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Find space on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Give to the big fullback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the fullbacks are just the big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Galladay. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
The Broncos are facing 3rd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll pull it on the read. And and a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun on third down. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. The Broncos decide to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And he will score! Touchdown, Washington! 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Catch in the middle. It's Casey. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
I just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make the play.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Quick strike complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground with the back. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Fog Allen Fieldhouse with the Jayhawks. They're up by 28 over Nevada. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Tries to get it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Got his man quickly. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Offense changing the play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something.